Hello there, traders. For today, basically, I found a pretty interesting situation on the gold, and I want to cover the gold for today because I think that there is a potential for the one leg downside and for the another downside wave here, and I will explain what I'm seeing here so far. So first of all, I will start with cycling analysis, and I did some cycling analysis from this major top that we got from last year, basically from the August 7th, right, from the last year. And I projected basically some nominal cycles to find out where eventual tops can appear in terms of the time. And I found basically that today, you see this small cycle here. This is basically a 17-day cycle. So every time, not every time, but almost every time we reach the 70-day cycle, we see some kind of topping activity there. Last time we got here, basically we got this downside move. We also got this 17-day cycle, and we got a major top there. Then we got this area here about where we got this top here. And today is the day for this 17-day cycle and potential topping in terms of the time. So that's one aspect. Another aspect that I found here is basically, if you watch Stochastic 1433, you'll find basically that gold is trading in the extreme level, on the extreme level here, and basically around the 90 level. So it's pretty much an extreme zone of stochastic rating. The next thing which I also identify, another aspect, is this heavy volume that came basically from February, 26 February. We basically reached that zone here. And this zone is pretty strong, where the sellers can still try to reload their sell positions. It's a heavy supply zone that we got on the gold. The next thing, which I found basically, is that we got this rally up. So we got a sell-off basically last week, and we got a rally. But if you check at this stage here, we have some kind of control here. So I will say this is more like something like, we call this the drift, when the price is going on the upside but is going very slow and a very controlled channel. This may result with another downside rotation here, and eventually for potential to at least revisit this low and eventually attack this low basically from last week at the 1698. But also there is a potential for rotation down to 1721. So I will prefer the downside opportunities here, and you have options to place the stop if you're trading for a swing play here. You can eventually put a stop to be above the highs here, above the, for example, 1740 level. You can place above that, or if you want to have a wider stop, play for swing trade, you can even place above this area here if you want to play for a bigger swing there. So, it's up to you. One aggressive stop, if you want to anticipate the sell, it can be around 1741, and more flag stop and a wider stop will potentially be good to place around 1760 level. But it's just about what is your style. I gave you two options that I see here like a potential stops, and also I must say that we do have today retail sales. We do have core retail sales month on month for the US, in the US, and the retail sales month on month in approximately about 1 hour from now. So, just try to position properly according, maybe wait after the news and then eventually establish position. Or if you try to be aggressive, you can even try to pre-position for the event. But you must have your stops in control, and your risk must be always in control. So again, for the multi-aspect analysis, I see that there is the gold basically reached the 17-day cycle, and potential for the top is there in terms of the time. Stochastic reached extreme level. We have some kind of controlled small channel here, like a drift, and there is a still downside trend on the gold. Also, another thing that I want to tell you is basically that every time the gold will make a new low, we basically reject about 3.5% in average. And actually we got from the major bottom, from this bottom from March 8th, we also got 3.5% already retraced. So it's actually, in terms of the price, in terms of the cycling, it's actually a pretty good condition that we might see another downswing in the near future. For the downside targets, as I said, watch for 1721 and 1698. Like a third target can be this actually major low, which we made in March 8, and that will be a 1678.